Hey everybody, Sean here, and I hope you're doing well. Joel Osteen is who we're looking at today, so let's jump right in. This is a clip of Joel on the Oprah Winfrey Show, and let's start by saying that any pastor that goes on her show for any reason other than preaching the gospel to this New Ager is indirectly supporting her. But what we're going to see today is more positive thinking stuff. And the image is distorted because Joel is one of those people that thinks he's above the fair use law.
I declare that if you were to do the declarations for 31 days, your life would change. That's what you did it for, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. One day a month, and you can continue to do them, but it's a great start.
You can watch Pastor Joel's entire I Am sermon. We have it on Oprah.com. Final thoughts from you, Pastor Joel.
Well, I think it's just so important to never speak negative words about yourself, your family. It may come to your mind, but don't give your words life by speaking them out. Don't ever say anything negative about yourself. You may feel it, but just, zip it up and make those positive declarations.
It takes time, though, because from the time I heard the I Am sermon, what it did, and I'm hoping this is what's going to happen for all of you who are watching, who are here, is that you start catching yourself. Because, if you're however old you are, you have the habit of feeding the negative tapes to yourself. Mm-hmm. I do too. And so when you first catch yourself doing it, you switch it, just as we've been doing here today. You switch the I am, and it takes practice. That's why the declarations help you get into the practice of it. Yeah. Could you lead us in a few I ams today?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Can we all stand?
Can we all stand?
All right, let's stand.
All right.
All right. Just repeat after me. I am strong.
I am strong.
I am healthy.
I am healthy.
I am confident.
I am confident.
I am secure.
I am secure.
I am talented.
I am talented.
I am creative.
I am creative.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
I am focused.
I
am valuable. I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
I am blessed.
I am blessed.
I am excited about my future.
I'm excited about my future.
I am victorious.
I am victorious.
I've got a couple more. I am listening to false teachers. I am one of the people in 2 Timothy described in the last days as being lovers of self. I'm all for positive thinking, but to never say anything negative about yourself is rubbish. How about when we sin? Do you ignore that and just say something positive instead? Jesus said that if anyone wants to be his disciple, they must deny themselves, not exalt themselves. Did you know that the root of Satanism is serving yourself? Like Aleister Crowley said, "Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law." But let's be clear, that's not where it ends. I saw one comment on a previous video saying that Satanists don't actually worship the devil, but that's not true. Yes, some people are just self-serving rebels that downplay Satanism to be self-focused, but it's called Satanism for a reason. They make statues of the Baphomet, pleasant-looking fella. They sacrifice animals and, unfortunately, little people as well. To whom? Satan. Satanists take part in sick rituals to unlock magic powers from Satan. You want to watch a great video? Look at They Sold Their Souls for Rock and Roll. It's 10 hours and has many artists that tell their story of how they made deals with the devil. Why? To better themselves. So focusing on yourself is a form of Satanism and is opposite of what Jesus teaches. He said the greatest commandment is to love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. And the second greatest command was to love your neighbor as yourself. This relates to Matthew 7:12 that says in everything we should do to others as we would want them to do to us. So realize that when we see pastors like this...
You know how powerful self-talk is? You gotta sometimes just grab the little mirror in your bathroom and just start having a one-on-one. You gotta have what I said last week, a corporate meeting with the three most important people in your life, me, myself, and I, and you gotta have that kind of conversation. Let me just tell you something. You're gonna make it. You're a beautiful man.
Understand that saying the three most important people in your life are me, myself, and I is not biblical and selfish. Scripture tells us to be selfless. Philippians tells us to look out for the interests of other people. Luke tells us to love our enemies, do good to them, and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Philippians again tells us to value others above ourselves, and there are so many more. Billy Crone has a series on Satanism and the rise of devil worship that has just resumed this series with part 9. That's where I got this Oprah clip from. I highly recommend watching this series, and I'll leave a link to this below. But these feel-good, self-focused preachers should be avoided, and we should do as Jesus said. Deny ourselves and focus on helping other people know Him. We'll leave it here for today, but as always, leave your thoughts and comments below, and until next time, take care and God bless.